it was our old buddy Ken Adkins of the Independence Patriots, and Ken, kind of an easy night at the office for you. It's a different kind of Wyoming East team, obviously. They're sort of starting to rebuild. They do have some seniors on the team, but Delaney was dialed. After the first batter of the game, she was really dialed in. I think she struck out 7 in a row and then maybe 6 or 7 again. Just talk about her performance tonight.
I mean, she's a senior. She's a, first team All-Stater, not just one time, but, multiple times. We're going to go. I mean, there's no need kidding anybody. We go as she goes. But we talk about often how she's changed. There was a time that, she would not have dealt well with rain and, a muddy ball or whatever. I've been really proud of her. We went to Greenbrier East and played in a steady rain, and we joked up there because one of her first outings as a sophomore, she didn't get to pitch her freshman year because of COVID. So, her first year, we went up there one time in difficult situations, and she didn't handle it well, and I didn't deal with her well at the time. So these are welcome times when she overcomes certain obstacles. And you say that, Wyoming East is building, but I've been here 10 years. The school to beat since I've been here is Wyoming East. You know what I mean? Right. So it's been an Independence Wyoming East section / region. And that's right. And you, listen, nobody, it doesn't matter whether it's 10-0 or 1-1 in the bottom of the ninth. These are tough games. And we all coach hard because we want to win. Our players play hard because we want to win because of those bragging rights. And there's nobody I respect more in this region than Doc and JR. I mean, they do a great job. And Doc told me before the game, he said, we're not where we need to be right now, but we'll get better. And he's told me that a lot of times. He told me that when Holly Brim was a freshman, and I beat her the first time that she ever pitched on this field. And we beat her when she was a freshman. And listen, and by the end of the year, she was hard to deal with. So Doc's been around a lot of softball. JR's seems like he's had kids there forever. But they're difficult. They're a difficult team to play there. It's a great program. They're well coached. Their kids know the game. And we were very fortunate.
Well, their defense is pretty good.
We were very fortunate, that had their defense not been good, this game could have really got out of hand tonight because we put some balls in play and they just made plays. But that's typical Independence Wyoming East softball. And we scored. We didn't score. We scored. It's 9-0, but we scored 3 runs and 2 runs and 1 run.
Well, you said out on the field that if you score
every inning, it's hard to lose. You know what I mean? And so, and that's a testament to our order. And the kid that top to bottom, we're putting balls in play and making good decisions at the plate. And that's our goal. And we're young. Listen, we're young. I got 3 seniors and 2 juniors. And the rest, I got 16 kids, and I've got 11 of them are sophomores and freshmen. I'm starting a freshman at first. I'm starting sophomore, junior, sophomore, in my infield. That's a lot and my catcher has never caught in a varsity game until this year.
Well, you put some balls out of play, too.
Yes. Yeah,
and
we did.
That'd be nice to see Delaney hit one out because I don't think she's necessarily swinging for the fences, but she got one out of here.
She's not. She said, I heard you fussing at me before she hit the ball out because she is a very judicious person at the plate. Like, she thinks she knows what balls and strikes are. And so lots of times I want her to be more aggressive up there. So that was a little more aggressive swing, and it paid off. So hopefully that'll benefit us.
Kendall Martin said she was swinging for the fences last year. I think you mentioned last year you got some girls.
We had no hitting. We just didn't hit. Listen, the same people that are batting 600 and 545 and 460, those same people batted 100 last year. And it was an anomaly. And listen, we'd go in the gym and they'd just destroy the ball. Or go over here before and hit off the tees.
That's what she was saying. She couldn't hit one out in the game.
Listen, and they couldn't hit one out of the infield last year. I mean, we as a team was our poorest hitting team since I've been here in 10 years. And we never had a single home run last year. Not one. I sent Tyler my first score, and he said, "Well, you've just surpassed your home run total for last
Kendall
year
Martin hit one out in
when
the
she hit the
opener,
one
yeah.
out in the opening game." So, and we've not had that before. We've always had people that can hit it out. And this same group, much of the same group that we had last year, now I got 5 or 6 kids that can hit it out. So, and that's always a bonus. And but I'll tell you this: our kids worked hard in the off season. They take it seriously. They're coachable. We have good senior leadership. And we're not where we need to be. We still got some things we got to fix, but because some of our young kids have not played a lot of really competitive softball. And I tell them all the time, high school's different. It's late nights. We got back here at midnight. Basically you're getting back at midnight when you go to West Side, and it's every day. We don't have a heavy schedule here in the beginning, but after we come back, we got 7 games during the spring break period in Myrtle Beach, and it'll be wide open when we come back. So, and our schedule gets tougher as the season goes on. We lost 1 game to Weather Shady. I'm trying to get that set back up, but it's hard.
State tournament.
Yeah, weather and like I said, and the state tournament comes into play there. We had a scrimmage. We lost to James Monroe because they're trying to go watch the state tournament. So, but I'm a softball guy. I don't care anything about basketball. So, I'm ready to go. When the snow goes off, it's all about softball for me.
All right, Kenny, I appreciate it.
All right.
Thank you, man.
Thank you.